Okay, this is Brent with SPG, and we are interviewing other Brent. Hello, Brent.
Hello, how are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm fantastic, thank you.
So, musically, what do you do?
Great question. Maybe I'll sort of go back a little bit. I've been performing off and on probably about 30 years now. Generally, when I go out and perform, it's usually with my guitar, and that's about it. I, sing and play songs. I have done choirs and musical theater and sang for family and friends at weddings, etc. But most of the time, it'll just be myself and my guitar.
Okay. Is there a particular genre that you say you fall into?
For me, I think it's probably going to be the singer-songwriters, that type of music. I really like, Billy Joel and James Taylor. My favorite singer-songwriter is a guy named John Prine, who passed away a few years ago. That's sort of my avenue. That's the songs I like to sing. I love storytellers. I love telling stories with music, singing it. That's really where my passion lies.
Are there any other influences other than the ones that you just mentioned that you would like to identify?
For sure. I'm a really, really big blues fan. So I love B.B. King, Albert King, Stevie Ray Vaughan. I sort of equate that to, they spoke with their guitar. They're not necessarily these wonderful singer-songwriters, but what they could do with their guitar, that spoke to me the same way most singer-songwriters do. So I'm very passionate about the blues.
I'd like to go deeper into this, but unfortunately, we simply don't have the time.
Yeah.
So, does being a northerner help you as an artist? If so, how?
It really does. There's a social aspect to being in the north, and I kind of equate that to sort of the East Coast and having kitchen parties, and everyone's very social and everyone enjoys gathering around and singing songs, and that's sort of where my passion came from. It's getting everyone together, singing songs, really enjoying music, and that doesn't happen everywhere. And I think we're very fortunate to have that in the north. Everyone I've met so far has been extremely helpful, and they want to see you succeed as much as you want to, and I think we're very, very fortunate to have that here. So I think that's something that we should all be very proud of.
Yeah, I can understand that. And, well, for my final question, what do you think makes for the absolute most brilliant performance, the unforgettable performance? What does that?
For me, it's so there's a couple of things. I think the first one is it's the interaction with the audience. It's when you're playing and they're singing along or tapping their feet or nodding their head. It's that interaction that you're making that connection. There's something that's very special about you singing and they're enjoying it. From that, I think the second and maybe the most important is when you get people who stay after the show who want to talk to you.
Okay.
I think that is something, everyone's in such a rush. And for someone to actually stay and want to talk to you after that, I think you made a very profound connection with them. And every time I go out, I always have that in the back of my mind that when I'm done, I want to talk, but I want people to come and see me. So I try very, very hard to make that connection throughout the entire night. And if you're lucky enough to have someone come up to you after the show and start talking to you and asking you questions, that's something that's irreplaceable. You've definitely, as you said, you've definitely nailed that performance, and I try to do that every time I go out.
I agree. It's one of the most rewarding, not just rewarding, but it's something indescribable, isn't it? That feeling you get from that.
Yeah, I think for me, it's about, I can't believe me singing and playing guitar did that.
Yeah.
And It's something. It is something very special, and when it does happen, it's a very proud moment.
Absolutely. Is there anything you'd like to say before we close this conversation?
No, just thanks. Thanks to you, to Mark, to everyone. Thanks to Subway Performance Group. Very fortunate to be part of this, and looking forward to the next week and a half.
Break a leg.
Awesome. Thanks, Brent.
Take care.
Cheers.
Cheers.